friends, let's talk about today's cue card. So I'm going to discuss the latest cue card and the topic is describe a chocolate you didn't like. So generally when we talk about, we always talk about a chocolate that we like, and obviously you have so many things to speak about the chocolate or something you like the most, but here we have something different. So the topic is a chocolate that you didn't like. Okay, so follow-up questions are: first, what it was, you need to tell a little about chocolate. Then when means you need to talk about a time. Then how it tasted, you need to talk about the taste of the chocolate and explain why you didn't like it. So what was something in that you didn't like? Okay, so whenever we start the topic, we always start with an introduction. That introduction should be precise but to the point. So for this topic, the introduction that I have taken is: since childhood I have been extremely passionate about chocolates. So everybody knows, right? Whether it is you or me, obviously everybody likes chocolate a lot. So if everybody likes chocolates a lot means the same, right? Since childhood I have been extremely passionate about chocolates. Passionate means quite interested to eat it, or I must say that I have a great inclination. Inclination means fondness or likeness towards it. I used to take milk chocolates in my childhood. So I used to means whenever you talk about some past happening, something that used to be happening in the past again and again, not one time, it was a usual happening of past. So that is used to. I used to take milk chocolates in my childhood. However, once I grew up means once I became adult, I started tasting variety of chocolates. Since once I grew up or I became adult, variety of chocolates, or I would say multifarious chocolates are available in the market now. So I thought of exploring different type of chocolates and to have something new. So I tried variety of chocolates, and yes, I do like many of them. And in fact, among all, if I talk about Dairy Milk Silk, has been my all-time favorite. So I like it the most. Why? It's all due to its sweet taste and creamy texture. Okay, but here the topic is you didn't like. So now I'm going to talk about something that I didn't like. So this is my favorite chocolate, but now if I talk about something that I didn't like at all, so here last year my friend gifted dark chocolates on my birthday. So my friends, if I talk about, everybody knows that I love eating chocolates a lot. So whenever they get a chance, whenever they think of gifting me something, they prefer giving me dark chocolates so that I can enjoy it. So my friend, he himself is a very fond of eating dark chocolates since they are good enough, they are beneficial, they are efficacious for health. So keeping in mind, he brought the same for me on my birthday. So that was what it was. It was a dark chocolate. I have never tasted it before. Okay, so I thought, okay, this is another variety of chocolates, obviously I would love it. So I was excited, or I was curious to taste it, and as soon as I had a bite, all of my excitement vanished means disappeared. So since it was new for me, I thought I'll be having something magical experience by eating it up. Okay, but what happened, as soon as I had a bite of it, right, all of my excitement, all of my pleasure, all of my happiness, everything got in vain immediately. So why it had, how it tasted, it had a bitter taste. So it had a bitter taste because of its taste. I didn't like it, and more so it had a dry and chalky texture. So I generally like this sweet taste and a creamy texture. However, both of the things were absolutely different. In this chocolate, it was having a bitter taste rather than a sweet one, and at the same time, instead of having a creamy texture, right, velvet texture, it had a dry and chalky texture because it didn't have a lot of milk additives. I could not accept it as a chocolate because since my childhood I have always taken milk chocolates, or might be the sweet chocolates. So for me, chocolate means sweet. Okay, so I usually like it after my meal also, because whenever I have a flavor of having something like something sweet, some dessert and all, so I generally go grab a chocolate. But here the thing was something different. So my brain wasn't ready to accept it. It is really a chocolate, that too again bitter. No, that was not acceptable. So I could not accept it as a chocolate because I have always thought that chocolate means sweet. And in fact, like, I didn't like it. Why? Because when I had it, it felt like taking a bitter medicine. So I thought it's just like a medicine only, not a chocolate, and I didn't eat it further. So I just have given this chocolate to my brother so that he could have it if he likes, but I didn't like it at all. And then I had a conversation with my friend who gifted this chocolate, and I honestly told him that I didn't like it anymore and I don't want to have it again ever. Okay, so that's it for the topic. I hope you understand it nicely. So if you like this video, you can like it and share it among your friends. So keep learning with me. All the best.